Currency. It's more than just paper or metal. It's a symbol of trust, stability, and economic power. But what actually determines the value of currency? And why do some countries' currencies hold more power than others? To understand today's currency values, we need to look back at history. Ancient societies traded using bartering systems, exchanging goods and services directly. But as civilizations grew, a need for a standard measure of value arose. Precious metals like gold and silver became early forms of currency, valued for their rarity and durability. By the 19th century, most countries linked their currencies to gold, a system known as the gold standard. This meant that a country's currency had a value backed by its gold reserves. But during the 20th century, global economies grew more complex, and the gold standard was abandoned. Today, most currencies operate on a system called fiat currency. This means they're not backed by physical assets, but rather by the trust and stability of the government that issues them. Now, why do some currencies have more value than others? It often comes down to a few key factors. Like any market, the value of currency is influenced by supply and demand. When demand for a currency is high, perhaps due to stable investment opportunities or strong exports, its value rises. Conversely, an oversupply or low demand can devalue it. High inflation erodes a currency's purchasing power, meaning it takes more money to buy the same goods. Countries with controlled inflation often see their currencies hold more stable value. Countries with strong economies like robust GDP growth, low unemployment and balanced trade tend to have stronger currencies. Investors prefer to put their money in stable economies, driving up the currency's value. Higher interest rates offer better returns for investors, which can increase demand for that currency. Lower interest rates, however, can have the opposite effect. This brings us to the disparity in currency values worldwide. In many developing nations, political instability, economic challenges, or high inflation result in weaker currencies. In contrast, countries like the United States and members of the European Union maintain stronger currencies due to their economic stability and global influence. Exchange rates, the price at which one currency can be exchanged for another, are constantly changing due to these factors. And it's these exchange rates that dictate purchasing power and global trade dynamics. Today, technology is reshaping currency further. Digital currencies and cryptocurrency are challenging traditional fiat systems by introducing decentralized forms of currency. While still volatile, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin have shown how technology and innovation are reshaping ideas around currency and value. In the end, currency reflects a country's economic pulse and global position. It's a symbol of collective trust and belief in the value that economies, governments, and societies represent. As the world becomes more interconnected, the future of currency may evolve in ways we can't yet